Hey guys, this is Adam from Oak Strength. I am super excited to welcome you guys to the 2018-2019 club volleyball season. Oak Strength is super excited to continue to be partnered with VCU United and bring you the best strength and conditioning that we possibly can to make you guys the best athletes and bomb-proof athletes that we possibly can. Huge news, and I'm not one to make a mountain out of a molehill. We have partnered with a group called Sparta Science. Sparta has been around for a while, and we've been back and forth, and we finally pulled the trigger because they are the best, and our attitude is that we want to bring the best possible training, okay, for you guys as athletes, for you volleyball players as athletes, because you want the most out of this experience, okay? And so that is our goal. To make you guys the best athletes using the best technology that we possibly can. Sparta is being used by numerous professional and collegiate organizations. Okay, specifically volleyball, we're talking Texas, we're talking Stanford, we're talking Pitt, we're talking Penn, we're talking Villanova. Like there's a ton of groups that use Sparta Science. So I'm going to give you a quick little breakdown of what it looks like, and then specifically what that's going to look like for you within the gym. So in a nutshell, it is force plate technology that has accumulated over 700,000 scans in the last, whatever it is, X amount of years, using an extremely expensive force plate in which to measure concentric, eccentric, and drive force being put into the force plate. Now, there are multiple different scans. Okay, the major one that we're going to use is the jump one. There's also upper body ones and balance ones and stuff like that, but the major one that we're going to use is the jump test. So let me give you a breakdown of what this looks like. They also work with the Rockies. In a nutshell, everyone will be assessed. Okay, everyone that comes to us, Premier or Elite, will be assessed. So we will jump you on this force plate technology, depending on what that gives us, the data that it gives us. Okay, it will give you what we call a jump signature. Everybody's signature is a little bit different. Okay, my signature is going to look different than Jordan's signature, etc., etc., etc. Okay, now what that means is that Jordan and I shouldn't probably do the same program if our jump signatures look different. Her jump signature might say that, hey, if she continues down this road, she is very prone to ACL tears. Okay, which Jordan's had a few ACL issues, so not to pick on her, but my jump might show me that, hey, you are very prone to soft tissue tears, hamstring tears, stuff like that. Okay, so what we then do is that we then write a prescription specifically for you in what your jump signature looked like. So what we had to do last year, because we had so many kids, okay, when the gym was being built at the time, like everybody had to do the same thing. Like that's what we were limited to do. So we did good stuff. We did change direction. We lifted heavy weights. We pushed heavy things. Like it was awesome. But now we can get very specific. And we can get to where you are as an athlete, because all of you are different. You're younger, you're older, some of you do different sports, some of you don't do different sports. Like you are different athletes, you're not the same athlete. So it doesn't make any sense that we just give you the same prescription. Okay, that doesn't make any sense. So what this will look like is that we will be able to scan you. Again, there are multiple different tests. Whereas the one we're going to use the most, and we'll use them all, but the one we're going to use the most is the jump scan. Okay, so when kids jump, we will be able to see their eccentric, their concentric, eccentric, and then their drive. And if something looks weird or funny, we are going to address that point. And then we're going to train to that point. So not everybody will be doing the same workout like we did last year. So coaches will be kind of directing their groups, but your groups are going to be, you're going to be organized by people who are athletes just like you in similar manners. Okay, so we're going to be basically grouped by jump signature. And then you're going to have a workout specifically for you and how you move and your athleticism to make sure that, one, we get the most out of you as possible as an athlete, but then obviously, two, probably a bigger point, is that we keep you healthy. Because if you get hurt and you miss that time, okay, in the weight room or on the court, that's time you're not getting better. And we don't ever want anybody hurt ever. Okay, it doesn't help anything. Okay, it's not a red badge of courage. It stinks. It just stinks. Okay, so what this means for you guys. Oh, and then after this, okay, after a month-ish or so of training, then we retest and see where you're at. Okay, if things are better, we may change programs depending on what you need. Maybe you got better but not better enough. So maybe we'll stay on that program. So we're able to turn and pivot depending on how the season goes. And that, I think, guys, is the coolest thing. You're not going to be having the same program every single day and everybody's going to be squatting on Tuesdays, okay? You may, but that might not be your program, okay? It's going to depend on you as an athlete and what that looks like. So, specifically, VC Elite on Tuesdays and Thursdays, everybody will get scanned. You'll get your separate program, okay? And you will execute. Rinse and repeat. We will retest every month to make sure that you're doing what you should be. Now, we added an extra Monday on this because I'll be honest with you, like, guys, 2 days is great. 3 days is better, okay? Like, no, there's nothing wrong with 2 days. 2 days is better than 1 day. 2 days is better than none days. We really want you to train here 3 days a week, specifically for vertical jump purposes and specifically for some injury prevention purposes. That Monday is going to be the day in which we're going to be able to work with that smaller group, okay? And again, you're going to run with your program, but we're just going to make it a little bit more extensive, okay? We're going to up it by a day, up it by 50%, you know, compared to everyone else. So we highly encourage people, you know, sign up for that Monday day of training, that third day of training, okay? Premier people, same thing, okay? Just instead of like we did last year, where, you know, hey, we're cleaning on Friday. Depending on what you're doing, depending on what your scan shows, okay, will depend on the program that you get. And again, same thing, guys. Every month we will rescan and see where you're at, and if we have to change or, you know, change direction or whatever it might be, you know, that's the feedback we get. The kids that work insanely hard at this, okay, are going to see graphs that go like this. That you know, they will see all of their numbers rise. And I will tell you this: at the end of the day, when you see your, you know, your concentric, your eccentric, and your drive, everything rise up within the right, you know, proportions, and the numbers and the newtons and stuff like that, you don't have to worry about. We don't have to explain it to you because that's not stuff you need to, you know, fog up your mind with. When you're up here, you're going to be jumping so much better. You're going to be such a better athlete. You're going to be so much a healthier athlete than what you are when you're down here. The secret is we just have to make sure that we give you the right prescription, write you the right program to make sure that you're getting from there to there. And it's not just this big generalized, you know, program that you might just get, you know, at someplace else or PE class or something like that. Guys, this software is not cheap. It is super exciting because it is the best of the best of the best. If you have any questions, please reach out to me directly. I'll put my contact info in, you know, in this email. We are so excited to work with you guys, and we think this is a game changer. A game changer. Sorry, I'm blowing this up, but it's a big deal. Guys, I'm so excited. Thanks for watching, and we'll be in touch.